Hi yogis, it's Miss Deb. I'm at my house. This is so weird. We're not doing yoga in yoga class, but that's okay. It's all good. So just to get started, there's a few things that I just want to put off the table right now. We're not going to talk about these and how to use them, and we're not going to talk about these and how to use them, okay? So since we're on limited time and this is a short video to do a few exercises, some yoga postures, and get you reacquainted with some of the things that we did in our yoga class, we're going to talk about aromatherapy, and I have orange and lemon today. And if you don't have oils, everybody has access to oranges and lemons. So in the event that you want to smell some nice aroma, some nice, this is actually antiviral when you're either using lemon or orange, and it's a very good mood booster. So either one is fine. Put it in a pot, put a little water in it, simmer it, and let that smell go all throughout your house. It's wonderful. And we're going to discuss a few things that in the future when we start to do our classes, if you would, make sure that if you have enough props in the house, or even if you don't, we can be creative and we can make things up. I have yoga blocks and I have different thicknesses. I have a sphere which I'll use to guide you through the breathing exercises. The other great thing is if you have like an exercise rope. If you don't, an old tie that's hanging around, or a belt or whatever, that usually works really well. You can use those. And a towel is always nice, because in the event that we go into Shavasana, if you want to be a little bit warmer, you have your own pillow and your own blanket where you can lie in stillness and focus on your breath. And if it's like some people I know, they'll probably fall asleep. So let's get started. We're going to do a couple of seated postures, and only because this is my cell phone, and I have to figure out how I'm going to do different classes where we do standing postures and whatnot, but that's not important right now. We're going to get right into it. So let's come on to our backs. We're going to do knees into chest. So hug your knees as close as you can to your body, rocking from side to side. And you notice that with every exhale, you can bring the knees a little bit closer. If you want, you can just hold the knees apart like this. Exhale, continue to rock side to side. Remembering that any posture that we do, we never harm ourselves, never. So if you feel uncomfortable and you feel as though maybe you would like to lie still, or if you want to do a gentler version of this posture, that's great. It's all up to you. If you want, stretch your legs up to the ceiling, bend your knees. Stretch your legs up to the ceiling, bend your knees. Now grab the bottoms of your feet and happy baby, back and forth, side to side. This is just some warm-ups for you. And then that way, when you go to do a few extra poses or a little bit more challenging poses, you'll be warmed up enough, your muscles will be fine for it. So now we're going to bring our feet to the mat. If you have a yoga block, like I do over here, you can do a little bit of support by putting that block between your knees, putting your feet as far up to your bottom as you can, flattening the soles on the floor, and then lift right up holding the posture, breathing in through the nose, sending the breath down to the belly. If you want, you can touch your heels. Sometimes I scoot myself down because I'm a little far back. And see how long you can stay up. Maybe you can take a breath in, exhale, and boost yourself up a little further, holding it. And you're going to feel this. This is great. This is all in this area. Great exercise. Great yoga posture. And then when you come down, just slowly from the top of your back, lower your body onto the ground. And then we're going to put that block aside, straightening the legs, hug one knee into the chest. Supine twist, we're going to bring that knee in the opposite arm. We're going to cross it over the body, and we're going to extend the other arm behind us and look over the shoulder. And then we slowly come back to center. Squeeze that knee one more time into your chest. Relax the leg, and now we do the other side. Bringing the knee into the chest. Taking the breath in and exhaling. Take the hand of the opposite side, grabbing the knee, crossing it over your body, and extending your arm out to your side, looking over your shoulder, breathing in and exhaling. Usually 3 to 5 breaths in each pose is adequate. Nice deep breaths. And this is my 5th breath. And then bring the knee back. Give yourself one more squeeze here. And exhale. Now flip over. Now we're just going to lay on our bellies and turn your head to one side. Grab the feet. Hold the feet. Keep your knees together. You can keep the knees hip distance apart. To maximize this, you want to bring your hip bones to the floor, kick your feet away, coming up into boat pose. This is great for the tummy. And releasing, coming down to the floor. Taking a breath in, allowing yourself to take a little break. And we slowly bring our hands up to our shoulders, maybe bringing the elbows a little forward ahead. And bring yourself up into baby cobra. If you want to get into this pose a little bit deeper, extend the arms up for full cobra. Just feeling the breath go in and out of the body. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Sending the breath down to the belly. Coming down. Bringing yourself back up. Coming into wide-legged child's pose. Bring the toes together. Cradle the body in between the knees. Your knees are going to be extended outward into a large or a wide V. Bringing yourself down. You can cross your arms. You can extend your arms. If this is not comfortable for you, keep your knees a little closer together. I prefer them in a wide-legged child's pose, so I can cradle my body in between my knees. Breathing 3 to 5 breaths. Last breath. Slowly coming up, coming into a seated position. And since we're here, let's do a few cycles of breath work. We're going to do some hip circles too. And so what we do now is with the belly breath, so we can focus on the depth of our breath. Going down here, just tilt your head back a little bit. We're going to take a breath in. Exhale out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Last one. Breath in. Make it a big one. And exhale. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so a few hip circles before we go into Shavasana. As I said in the beginning of the video, this is a trial run just to see how this is all going to work out, but we wanted to put something out there for you today as soon as possible so that you are aware that we are going to be doing this weekly for as long as Miss Karen feels that, you know, we're going to need to be online for a while, which isn't going to be forever, but we're going to get through this all together. So, hip circles. Go around. See how far you can come down. If you want to go slower, and see if you can come down and go back further. Going forward. Don't be in a hurry. You don't have anywhere to go. You have nothing to do. You're here. And then when we come forward this time, we're going to reverse the circle. Relax your shoulders. We usually do 10 to 12 of these. Last one. Coming back to center. Grab your toes. Let's do a butterfly. Butterflies. Flying free, flying high, flying away, flying around. Above the rain, in the clouds, into the blue sky. Don't forget to smile. It's very important. You have to smile. It's mandatory. And then we come down, straight ahead. The toes. Wiggle your toes. I'm going to paint little faces on my toes next time. Little smiley faces. So you can have something else to look at rather than looking at the bottom of my toes. Wiggle your toes. Circle your ankles around. Go in the opposite direction. And then come back to a seated position. So, prepare for Shavasana because we're going to have a special treat today. I'm going to finish with the last few minutes of doing sound healing while you're in a guided meditation. So, hang on 1 second. Okay, yogis, we're back. Time for Shavasana. Lying down on your mat and getting your favorite pillow, and if you'd like a basket, or not a basket, a blanket or a sheet or whatever will make you comfortable. Lie down on the mat and stretch out, relaxing the body, closing the eyes. Focus on your breath. Feeling the breath flow in through the nose, traveling past the jaw, past the neck, past the chest, past your heart, all the way down to the belly, raising the belly, exhaling the breath out, and be mindful of your breath. Be mindful of the non-doing on your mat. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to rest. And while we're in this state of Shavasana and meditation, if you will, imagine that you are lying in the most comfortable place, in your favorite place. Be aware of the top of your head. Relaxing the forehead. the sockets of where your eyes are. Down to the cheekbones, your nose, down to the chin, relaxing the entire head, front to back. Allowing the breath to take you deeper into your relaxation, deeper into Shavasana. Come down to the chest. The shoulders. Down the arms, and to each one of your fingers. Moving back up to the top of the shoulders, front to back. Feeling your shoulder blades, your spine, your chest, your belly, allowing the stress to leave you, sinking into the floor, into your mat. Just let it go. And now we move down both of the legs from front to back. Down to the knees. The quads, the hamstrings. All the way down to the ankles. To the bottoms of your feet. And the tops of your feet. And in each one of your toes. Relaxing the legs and the toes. the tips of your toes, relaxing, letting go, releasing the tension, following the breath. Feeling safe within your cocoon, where you are safe and unharmed and surrounded by everything and everyone that love you. Drawing your awareness to your breath, the flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness back to your mat, back to your space, back to your body, wiggling the fingers and toes. Taking a nice deep breath in and preparing to come up into a seated position, or you can stay where you are. Draw another nice deep breath into the nose, sending it down into the belly, and exhaling. And if you've chosen to come up into a seated position, we bring our hands to heart center. We end this practice today. I bring you health, love, good thoughts, and safety throughout your day and the days to come until we meet again. Love to you all. Namaste.